Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jimbo, and today we're going to be going over 2 paint sealants. Now, this one was at the request of one of you, Joe, at Dutch Auto Detailing. Thanks, Joe, for sending me out a product. He uses this product. This is the Auto Magic paint sealant. Uses it, likes it, wanted to see it in a torture test. So he sent me some out, and I appreciate him sending me the bottle with the label on it so it looks good on camera. Sometimes I get stuff sent in from you guys and I get it in like a sample bottle or something that it doesn't really show well or doesn't show very legit on a video. So anyway, thanks Joe for sending me the whole bottle. This Auto Magic paint sealant, this is a quart. It's gonna set you back about 30 bucks. And a gallon I saw on eBay for about $48.99. So Auto Magic is more of a professional car line. They go through distributors. And so it's a little bit more tricky to get your hands on if you don't have access through a dealership network. But I did see it on Amazon. So this one is about, I'm gonna call it 30 bucks for the quart and about 50 bucks for the gallon. And I thought, even though Joe just wanted to see this in a torture test, I thought, why waste a video on just one product when we could do 2? So this one, the Auto Magic, kind of looks a little old school, a little bit more industrial look, I guess you can say. And then we have the Meguiars, and since I paid 100 bucks for this gallon and have used about 8 drops, I figured it'd be a good choice to put it up against this in a video. So this Pro Hybrid Ceramic Sealant, M27 for short, is 100 bucks a gallon. So they both have, I guess this could be a good cheap versus expensive. They both have kind of the same application method, except the Auto Magic wants you to apply it with DA only. The Meguiar says you could do it by DA or by hand. And so there's a few key differences. We're gonna apply it to the panel. I'm gonna show you how I prepped it, and then we're gonna take it through the torture test and see how both these products do. All right, so to prep it, I'm gonna be using the Meguiars G9, I think it is, Buff and Shine medium cut pad, and the Turtle Wax Ice Premium Speed Compound. So real runny compound. Already kind of primed the pad, use a little bit, and I'm going to repeat this process on both sides of the panel. Obviously, you could go a lot slower if you wanted, but the reason for this polishing or compounding step isn't to correct the paint, it's to just strip off any excess crap that may be there. And then I'm going to use the Meguiars Paint Prep Coating Prep Spray to remove any polishing oils or agents that may be on the surface. Do a second coat just to make sure. Second layer, I guess. And you should start to feel kind of a tackiness underneath the towel. That's when I feel like I know that the panel is completely stripped of any oils and stuff. It's a little, hear that? And then when it comes to applying, and we'll do the whole side with Meguiars, and then I'll repeat the same exact steps on the Auto Magic side. But when it comes to applying, I'm gonna use, again, a foam pad to apply. Now the Meguiar says that you can apply with DA or by hand, and the Auto Magic side only gives you the option with the dual action. So but we're gonna do both sides. We're gonna do the Meguiars side with the dual action because that's what the Automagic recommends. So I have it in my little 16-ounce bottle. Again, using the Coast HWY. Little much there. And what will be interesting to see is, does the Automagic have the same kind of disappearing technology that the Meguiars has? Let me turn down my machine here. You can go at a lower speed, and really what you're doing when you're applying a sealant by machine is you're just spreading it over the surface. So you're not really worried about correcting the paint. You don't need to go super slow. You're just basically imitating what your hand would be doing. And you can see the Meguiars has that disappearing technology. And so it's hard to see where you've even done it and where you haven't. So you do kind of have to keep a mental note of where you've been on the panel and where you haven't. So that should be good. And I believe the Meguiars want you to set it up or leave it for a couple minutes. Let me just verify that. Yeah, 2 to 5 minutes on that. So while we're letting that set up, before I wipe it off, I'm gonna move over to the Automagic side and prep that side. So it's been about 5 minutes, and you can see the difference, and maybe this is new sealant technology or not, but the Meguiars side has not been wiped off, and it's virtually impossible to see where you've applied the product or not. And if you flip over to the Automagic side, it's still very evident to see where you applied the product, though it is slight and not super hazy. Just wanted to kind of show you both those before I wipe off the residue. Super easy wipe off on both of them. There we go. So we'll let it cure 24 hours, take it outside for a torch test. All right, so the Automagic on the right, the Meguiars on the left, our control section in the middle. All right, so looks like the Meguiars is actually beading water a little bit better, a little bit cleaner. You see the control section sheeting there in the middle. The Automagic, not incredible beads, but beading nonetheless. Kind of reminds me of where Chemical Guy's Jet Seal was. Why do I always bring them up every time? I guess that's, I don't know. People are like, what's your beef with Chemical Guys? I don't have any beef with Chemical Guys. It's just, I'm just talking, and it always just comes to mind. So let's hit it with the blower and see where we stand there. But definitely in the Meguiars has a beat, I think, in the roundness of the water beads, which is, you know, only tells us one thing, but hey, it is what it is. You can kind of see that stickiness to the panel, whereas the Meguiars got off pretty quickly, but nonetheless, the Automagic does get off the panel. So let's start with, start off with the blackened plastic coat, huh? And I'm sorry, everyone has trouble finding this product. Every time I go to my local AutoZone, it's there. It's usually on the bottom shelf, kind of hidden, usually a couple bottles tipped over. So, but it is the blackened plastic coat wheel cleaner that you're going after, not the, I think they have one called like PVC all wheel cleaner. That is not the one you want. That is just an all wheel cleaner, not a iron remover. So, yeah. All right. Let's rinse that off and see where we stand here. And you can see the Automagic's pretty flat. The Meguiars has definitely still beating water, but now the Meguiars looks like how the Automagic looked originally, kind of oblong beads and not really there. It is sheeting, but it's sheeting at about the same rate as our control section. Let me put some air on it and see where we're at. Meguiars sticking, and we'll probably hit it with one more chemical just for fun. So let's hit it with this. This is the lithium Hyper Cleanse. Fresh bottle. You know what else I need to get is a new fresh bottle of Tsunami. Stuff was stripping everything. It was the Tsunami, that's for sure. It just destroyed everything in its path. Need that. Maybe I'll put that on the list today. Go buy more Tsunami. See, but now I gotta order it online, gotta wait for shipping. Wish it was on Dazan. This Hyper Cleanse smells a little different than before. It smells nice. I wonder if they changed the scent. It smells good. Either I gained my scent back or they changed the scent. And the first one's probably a little bit more realistic. Did I wipe it with a wet towel? I didn't. All right. Maybe there's residue. Let's clean all it off and see where we're at. Sorry about that. Nonetheless, I think it was pretty dang flat, but I like to keep it true. So now let's hit it with a wet towel. See where we're at. My bad. Always something, huh? Always got to be a truck backing up. At least we don't have tow trucks anymore. Remember that? That was fun. So the Meguiars still sheeting faster than both of them, but you could see right there, the Automagic and the control section pretty much doing the same thing. The Meguiars is just slightly outpacing it there on the left. And I think that will conclude the torture test. What do you think, Bryant? He says, good enough. Perfect. We'll end it there. All right, Joe, I'm sorry your Automagic failed, at least the torture test. But don't be alarmed. If you like it, man, and you really enjoy using it, I say keep using it. Durability and torture tests are only one aspect of the product, but I would maybe suggest if you like these kind of, I think they're old school liquid sealant protection polymer, whatever, I would probably go with the Meguiars in this case. If you like doing that, it's a little bit easier to apply. It has that disappearing technology. And it does a little bit better in the torture test. So if I were you, Joe, I'd probably switch over from the not so great smelling Automagic to the Meguiars M27, at least in this case. But again, for me, if I'm doing it, I'm probably gonna go with a spray and wipe anyway, because it's so much quicker and have proven to be better in the durability test. But again, just my opinion. Let me know what your opinion is, I guess, in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and emotions below. On your way down there, don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button. And if you have other products that you would like me to put through the torture test, feel free to send them to me. I'll put my mailing address in the description below, and you can send those. But if you do, I do request that you send them in their original packaging so it shows better. This isn't a full bottle, so I don't expect that, but at least their original packaging helps a lot when doing a video. So hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.